I'm not gonna lie to y'all, this is not a peep. Y'all ever been watching a TV show or a movie and there's a game in that movie or TV show that's supposed to be super ultra violent or just something that the main character is fiending for? No More Heroes gives me that exact same vibe as a game that shouldn't even exist. I could see this game existing in Diary of a Wimpy Kid, something that Greg been saving up for, but he can't even touch it because of that M rating and the neckbeard, no chin having fuckhead GameStop employee. Made by a Westaboot like Kojima. Suda51! It's a game that's gory as shit and horny as shit, and I'm still at a loss how this series isn't more popular. This game is 1,000,000% the example of a cult classic. So sit down, you know, maybe grab a little quick snack. It's not gonna be a long video. It's a peep, nigga. You know, peeps are short as shit, bro. Like, what the fuck? Why do you think it's called a peep? Like, I'm peeping it, you know, like a quick look. I'm gonna talk about shit that I like about the game, and hopefully, you know, you buy the game after you're done watching. The main nigga you play as is basically Scott Pilgrim from California, mine's fucking with high schoolers. He's a master freak, a luchador wrestling pro, and an all-around weirdo who's got a taste of the assassin life and aims to be the very best at it. Travis Touchdown, that's his name. The protagonist. After his first body, the goalpost is set. You gotta hack and slash your way up the hierarchy from the bottom of the bottom. After being the first boss, the common thought is, alright, I just gotta move to the next. Right? Wrong, nigga! Here's a 9 to 5! You gotta do some hard back-breaking labor to get to the next boss fight. Meaning that this game is not a boss rush. You'll be dumping a little more time than you'd originally planned playing this game, but it's still pretty short.
Come and get some.
The gameplay is super arcadey to the point I can see this shit being in a random corner at round 1. Beam katana controller included, but the switch or Wii version is gonna have to do. A normal person will see man swinging sword and proceed to swing Joy-Con like said nigga swinging sword, but that is not the case at all. These niggas want you to press A and only shake the Joy-Cons to stroke off when charging your beam katana because you start running on blanks after fucking all these enemies. Controller is the best way to go for sure when playing this game, but when my pro controller died after I left this bitch on all day, I had to play on Joy-Cons and it was ass until I broke that bitch in. It all comes down to preference at the end of the day. I assume the jobs will be the worst part of the game, but getting dropped and sand destroyed, there's a lot of shit that you're gonna want. Travis can put that shit on to the point I low-key want to dress like him. I do not have a leather jacket, however, so I fail automatically. You can get new weapons from Naomi! Her fine ass doesn't know how to name her weapons, but they all offer a different experience when playing the game. One heavy weapon, one flashy weapon, and one weapon that's just stronger and has longer reach than the default. The combat don't got that much depth to it, so don't look for it in this fucking game. Just smash that damn button. And there's a gym where you can get stronger, but if you suck at mashing A fast, and this is probably gonna be the hardest part of the game for me. This shit ran my thumb through the controller. The jobs you'll have to do to get some cash is either go around the city doing an actual job or killing niggas. And there's a level in the game that has a specific gimmick. Instead of replaying through the entire game just to play that level for that gimmick, you could play through a job just to do that part again. And even then, the game still has good replayability, but that's mainly because of
what's that in your hand? A toy?
if you want to be the best assassin, you have to kill your way to the top, no matter what. Meaning every boss has to die by all and any means possible. Just like how every Pokemon probably has a ride or die fan, I feel like it's the same for these guys. Most of these characters have some sort of life outside of being an assassin. For most of them, it's like a hobby or something they do on the side, and their intros plus their designs really reflect that. Obviously, they're all psychopaths, but some of them still got some faint humanity left in them that makes you want to believe they could put this life behind them. Too bad! One of the assassins looked like they just went grocery shopping and pulled up to fight Travis like it's another Tuesday. And then we got fucking Shinobu Jacobs, one of the best black character designs in video games. When people design black characters for games, I don't really gotta explain much. We know how ass the designs are. It's like the developers saying, here nigga, goddamn! But for them to make not only a fire design for a black woman, but a dark skinned one? Yeah, nah, this nigga got it. Yusuke Kozaki, Don't leave the kitchen, please! This nigga was chefing up a masterclass dish when making Shinobu. What isn't masterclass is fighting her ass, though. I love her design. I love her character. But this fight is just the beginning of certain bullshit. The bosses can drag on due to invincibility, gimmicks, and Travis just being weaker. Before I got to the final boss, the number 2 assassin was whooping my ass so bad I had no choice but to let her do what she wanted to do. I sat there and took it, and she took this long ass 18-inch beam down her throat. But me letting her do these long ass moves made the fight go for 20 to 30 minutes long, man, and I didn't have a choice. All that just for the final boss to be easier too. One of the bosses you think would be the worst to fight was one of my favorites because 1, she's bad as fuck, and 2, it was challenging and felt worth it by the end of it.
Still just a fight.
The game reminds me of Bully. The visuals could use a little more saturation in my opinion, but it looks pretty fine if you don't mind playing older game. Don't get restarted on that cell shaded goodness. Oh my god. I'll live for this shit, bro. Whenever I see a cell shaded game, it's like it's calling my name, whispering my shit like a fucking siren, and $20 extras in my pocket just like that, bro. No More Heroes got a comic book feel to it, and being on the Wii enhances that umami instead of dulling the cuisine. This game really shows its age and the budget they had sometimes. If the PC version had a community that made quality of life mods like upping the textures and better controls, and it'd probably be the best way to play it. But the devs just added a patch after years of a broken game on Steam, so if the devs aren't interested, don't you think that makes it kind of hard for the fans to be? I love Assassin, Sakamoto Days, John Wick, Kill Bill, nigga, you name it. Maybe I have watched it, maybe I haven't watched it, and you just put me on. No More Heroes follows a broke, bummy ass dork who doesn't have any money after renting out movies, poontangs, and games, so he gets a random job to kill some dude and yada yada play the goddamn game. I don't want to say too much regarding the story because I think y'all should experience it yourself. I lack the words and vocabulary to express my thoughts towards the story as much as I'd want to, but I feel experiencing it. Make a fucking speak, bro. Experiencing it yourself by playing or even watching YouTube cutscenes will do the game some justice because it's a short and sweet assassin story. Travis gets his ass into a 4X scheme and the plot of the entire series starts from this moment. Suda did a damn good job and I can't wait to play as the big homie Turabisu. I touching you down again. So that's all. Yeah.
Feathers and rocks went down to my eyes. I would look into deep in the sky. It's never changed.